What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to take off an alternator for a 88 to 95 Silverado with the 350 in it, the small block. So I'm taking it out today. It was making a weird noise when I turned on the AC. So I'm gonna show you guys how to just take it out real quick, you know. So the first step to try to taking off your alternator is disconnecting the negative from your battery, and then you're gonna start by taking off. So it has 3 bolts. There's one long bolt right here, there's this bolt right here. There's this one that goes back here, this little one, which is a 10 millimeter. This one's 15 millimeter, and I believe this one is 2, and this one goes in the front right here in that one. This one goes right here. This long one goes right here from the back to the front, and the small one is, I believe, it's just a little ground wire, and it's connected back here. And then once you take all those out, you disconnect the wire that was right here, disconnect this one that was plugged in right here, and then you just pull it towards you. Alright guys, so I forgot to mention that it also has a bolt right here. I believe it's a 15 millimeter. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that out, take the alternator out, and I'll go get the new one in a bit. Alright guys, just got this bolt out, and I got the alternator out. And I forgot to also mention one of the steps is to loosen your belt. Right here, I believe it was a 17 millimeter. All you do is, you know, pull it towards the passenger side of the truck, and your belt should get loosened so that you could take your alternator out. Alright guys, we just picked the alternator from AutoZone. I didn't record when I was in there, but I took the old one in and they did a little test on it, and they said I had failed the test. So I left it there. They gave me a couple bucks off the alternator, and I picked up this new one. So let's go to the house and install it. Alright guys, so I just got the new alternator in. All I need to do is tighten the bolts, put the band back on. I'm gonna do that right now. Alright guys, so I'm starting by putting this 15 millimeter bolt inside of through the alternator. I'll start with the long one, then I'll go to the short one, and then I'll plug everything else in. Alright guys, just got the long one in. Now I'm going with this one. This one is a 13 millimeter, and it goes from the front to the back. Alright guys, just got it tightened. I got those 2 tightened. I just need to tighten this and then plug the wires into the alternator. And this one does go in the back where this little bracket thing is at. All you do is tighten it up. Alright guys, I got all 3 bolts in. Now it's just connecting this little wire, and this little bolt that goes connected is a 10 millimeter. All you're gonna tighten it down. And once you got it tightened down with the torque wrench, all you do is put the little cover on and plug in the wire, this one right here, and then connecting the band, and that should be all. Alright guys, once you got everything together, make sure when you tighten your band, you do it in this order. If not, you'll fuck up your car. Alright guys, once you got everything down, and you do a double check, make sure your band isn't loose or anything, go ahead and turn on the car. Alright guys, last step I forgot to mention. Right now when I turned it on, forgot that the battery wasn't connected. Oh shit, I forgot to connect the battery, guys. So make sure your battery is connected wherever you disconnected it at. Connect your battery, and then your car should be good. Alright guys, moment of truth. Put the AC on. Don't make that fucking noise. Oh god, what the fuck?
Andas valiendo verga.
Alright guys, so after paying attention closely to what that noise could have been, I found that it was the power steering pump, and it wasn't the alternator after all. You know, I went ahead and I pulled off the one that I had on my old truck, pulled it off. It was right here, and I got it right here. Alright guys, so this is the replacement that I'm gonna put in the Tahoe. The power pump, the steering pump that I'm gonna put in the Tahoe. I pulled it off of my OG truck, basically a donor truck. You know, I've been taking parts off of this, using it for other trucks and stuff like that. But sucks that the problem that I thought it wasn't. I did find the problem, but it wasn't what I thought it was. So it's kind of a loss. Yeah, well, like I said, guys, it was kind of a loss today. You know, I didn't get to. I found out what the problem was, but like I said, it wasn't what I thought it was. But oh well, you know, as long as we got the part right here to replace it, I don't think I should be stressing over something that there's a solution to. Just like in life, shouldn't be stressing over something that there's a solution to. You know, there's lots of ups and downs when it comes to building trucks and stuff like that, and it's sort of it sort of teaches you a life lesson as well. You know that not everything goes your way sometimes, and you know there's lots of ups and downs in life. You know, but other than that, you know, I think that sums it up for today's vlog. Although I didn't get to solve the problem, I found another problem. I found the actual problem, and I found the solution. So, oh well, someone probably learned something today. You know how to put an alternator in their truck. But yeah, I think that sums it up for today's vlog, guys. Thanks for watching to the end. You know, really supportive, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.